agambye nti tebasobola kubeera nga bajja ebyenkumu ku bwambe obwo olw'ensonga nti tebasobola kujja byenkumu byonna ku kitono ekibeera nga kibeera kizibu okujja nga biri lwafu.
Okay, is there any other question?
My Lord, that's it. That's it.
Mr. Remind me of your name.
Mutaka.
Mr. Mutaka, thank you so much for coming.
My Lord.
And thank you so much for doing this work.
Thank you, my Lord.
Do you have any other question? Any other witness coming?
Yes, my Lord.
Let's have him or her before we break off for,
Okay.
go for lunch.
Let's have the next.
And my Lord, by principle, we don't leave fingerprints from rough surfaces. That's why I didn't leave the fingerprint from the knife.
agambye nti tebasobola kubeera nga bajja ebyenkumu ku bwambe obwo olw'ensonga nti tebasobola kujja byenkumu byonna ku kitono ekibeera nga kibeera kizibu okujja nga biri lwafu.
Okay, is there any other question?
My Lord, that's it. That's it.
Mr. Remind me of your name.
Mutaka.
And
Mr. Mutaka, thank you so much for coming.
My Lord.
And thank you so much for doing this work.
Thank you, my Lord.
Do you have any other question? Any other witness?
Lord.
Can
Yes,
have the
my Lord.
witness go? Let's
We-
have
my
him
Lord, may
or
we
her
ask
before we break off for.
Just 10 minutes.
Okay, we'll break off for 10 minutes and be back here at 5 minutes to 3.
Kooti egenda kumulamu eddakiika 10.
Repeat that, please.
ANPR. Tender CCTV evidence before courts of law, my lord.
My Lord,
Where
may
has
we-
the witness gone?
My Lord, may we ask
What
for
are your qualifications, Mr.
just
Dong?
10 minutes?
Okay, we break off
My
for
lord,
10 minutes and
I
be
hold
back
a
here
diploma
at
in computer science
5 minutes to 3.
from Kampala
Kooti egenda
International
kumulamu
University.
eddakiika 10.
You have a diploma.
Diploma in computer science from Kampala International University.
That's, yes.
Diploma in computer science from Kampala International University.
Which year?
In the year 2019, my lord.
Anything else?
My lord, I also hold a certificate in cybersecurity and digital evidence handling from
is
Chibuli Police
that
Training
is
School,
Cybersecurity.
Cybersecurity and Digital Evidence Handling. From Chibuli Police Training School in the year 2022, my lord. My lord, I also hold a certificate in software development from the Korea Advanced Institute of Science and Technology.
Okay. Go at penny's speed. From
Korea Advanced Institute of Science and Technology. In the year 2018, my lord.
agambye nti nno yeekebejja zi CCTV era n'ajjako ebyo byaba azudde ku CCTV ezo era n'agamba nti ku ebyo byabajjeeko akolamu alipoota ng'alipoota ezo abeera ng'aziwaayo mu kkooti n'agamba alina obuyigirizi obwa diploma mu computer science gye yafuna ku University ya Kampala International University mu mwaka gwa 2019 ng'alina n'obuyigirizi obulala obwa certificate mu cyber security bwe yafuna ekibuli ku training school mu mwaka gwa 2022 ng'alina ne certificate endala mu okudevelopinga software gye yafuna e Korea Advanced Institute mu mwaka gwa 2018.
So for how long have you worked as a CCTV analyst?
My lord, I've worked as a CCTV analyst since the year 2022.
What role did you play in this matter?
Mr. Mwaganya, before you go there,
Yes,
could
my
we have could he explain to the court how this CCTV works, how the system works, how it operates before we go to the specific case?
My lord, CCTV is a closed circuit television system which has a set of cameras in different categories.
We're going to go slow. Repeat that, please.
CCTV is a closed circuit television. It has a system which has a set of different cameras in different categories. We have ANPR cameras.
Repeat that, please.
ANPR in full is automatic number plate recognition cameras.
Automatic.
Automatic number plate recognition cameras. We have the digital surveillance cameras.
No. Let's finish this. What are these?
The automatic number plate recognition cameras are specifically cameras that detect number plates of motor vehicles.
Repeat that, please.
Automatic
They
number
are
plate
cameras.
recognition cameras are cameras that detect registration number plates of motor vehicles and motorcycles.
And where are these found?
My lord, those cameras are installed in the highways. They are located in the highways.
To whom do they belong?
They are all under Uganda Police Force, my lord.
Yes.
My lord, we also have digital cameras. Those are the fixed cameras. which are specific for video surveillance.
Specific for?
Video surveillance.
Yes.
And they all belong to Uganda Police Force.
Any other category?
We have the facial recognition cameras.
Facial.
Recognition cameras. These facial recognition cameras help in detecting the faces. They are specifically located in border points.
You shall concentrate on those relevant to your work in this case.
Okay, my lord.
Yes.
These are the cameras, my lord.
Any other category of cameras outside the Uganda police?
We have the private CCTV surveillance cameras under the ownership of individuals.
Okay. So how do the...
Let's first have interpretation.
Okay.
Abadde annyonnyola ebika bya kamera nga annyonnyodde ebika biri bina ng'ekika ekisooka ekya AMPR nga kamera ezo zibeera automatic nga zo ziriwo okubeera nga zikwata enamba plate z'ebidduka ng'emmotoka oba n'eppiki ng'era zo baziteeka mu nguudo za highway nga kamera ezo za poliisi ya Uganda. Then kamera ez'okubiri eza digital nga zo era nazo baziteeka mu bifo eby'enjawulo nga nazo za poliisi nga zo ziriwo okukwata ebifaananyi nga biba biriwo mu kiseera ekyo. Then kamera ez'okusatu nazo za Uganda poliisi nga zo ziriwo okubeera nga zikwata face ez'abantu okuyambako poliisi nga zo baziteeka mu bifo nga ebya booda. Then kamera ez'okuna nnyonnyodde kamera eza private kamera ez'abantu ba bulijjo nga zo ziriwo okubeera nga ziyamba abantu ba bulijjo.
So how do the police cameras work
Well, my lord,
in terms of recording and storage?
my lord, the digital surveillance cameras, which are also called the dome cameras, record
Repeat that word again.
dome,
Dome.
yes,
D-O-
D-O-M-E,
D-O-M-E.
D-O-M-E, dome cameras.
Yes.
They record real-time incidents. And all incidents recorded are sent to the server where they are stored for a period of 90 days, my lord.
Where is the server?
The server is located at National Command and Central Control Center.
And how do you access the server?
My lord, I access the server on permission and instruction from my supervisor.
Interpretation.
abadde annyonnyola ku kika ki kamera kyezikola n'agamba nti kamera ezimu zibeera zikwata ebifaananyi nga bwe bibeera bigenda mu kiseera ekyo kyennyini ng'era buli kye bibeera bikutte birina saavu oba ebifaananyi ebyo kwe babitereka nga bibeerako ennaku 9 ng'era saavu eyo esangibwa mu ofiisi zaabwe ku National Command and Control Center ng'era agambye okubeera nga yeekebejja kamera ezo amala kubeera ng'afuna olukusa okuva ewa mukama we.
How about the private cameras belonging to private citizens that you talked about?
My Lord, the private cameras, I access them on consent from the owners.
How do they work?
My Lord, these cameras also record in real time. They have an external storage. That is the DVR. Where all its recordings are stored for a specific period of time. All the recordings are stored for a specific period of time based on the storage capacity.
Yes, interpretation.
agambye nti kamera eza bwannannyini zo okubeera nga azeekebejja amala okuba nga afuna olukusa okuva ku bannannyini ba kamera ezo ng'era engeri gye zikolamu nti era nazo zibeera zikwata ebifaananyi nga bwe bibeera bigenda mu kiseera ekyo kyennyini ng'era ebifaananyi ze bibeera bikutte birina we zibeera zibitereka mu DVR ng'era zirikodinga ebifaananyi ebyo okusinziira ku bunene oba ku bugazi bwa DVR eyo.
Mr. Dongo, what role did you play in this matter before court?
My Lord, in this matter before court, I offered support as a technical person to the investigating team.
In what respect?
I offered support as a CCTV analyst. Where I also made CCTV analysis report upon analysis of the CCTV footages.
agambye omulimu ye gwe yakola mu musango guno guli mu kooti yayambako ku ttiimu abakola mu kunoonyereza ku musango guno nga ye kye yakola yali yeekebejja obutambi oba obwa CCTV era n'akola alipoota ku obwo obutambi bwe yamala okuba nga yeekebejja.
How do you recognize the report that you authored?
My Lord, the report I authored has my signature. As a CCTV analyst, AIP Odong Emmanuel. It also bears a signature of my immediate supervisor who reviewed it. That is Superintendent of Police, Namanya Joseph. In the capacity of acting SCP.
Okay, who is your immediate supervisor?
Superintendent of Police, Namanya Joseph, who is in the capacity of acting Assistant Commissioner of Police, CCTV. My Lord, the signature also bears, the report bears the signature of my departmental supervisor who verified it. That is Senior Superintendent of Police, Echo Moses.
Please interpret.
agambye alipoota eyo gye yakola asobola okubeera ng'agitegeera ng'asinzidde ye ku mukono gwe mwennyini we yasayininga, ng'era ne kwa alipoota eyo kuliko amannya ge yennyini, n'agamba nti neera kuliko n'omukono mukama we yamudirira eyali ayitibwa Namanya Joseph, naye wennyini we yateeka omukono. N'agamba era ku alipoota y'emu kuliko era n'akulira dipatimenti yaabwe ey'aba CCTV naye kwe yateeka omukono ayitibwa Okello Moses.
My Lord, the report also bears a signature of my director ICT, and it was endorsed by Commissioner of Police, Mujabwami Ezra.
Okay.
Agambye kwa alipoota y'emu era ne mukama waabwe akulira eby'emitimbagano yateekako naye era omukono gwe ayitibwa Ezra.
I want you to look at the document. Tell court if you recognize it.
Yes, my Lord, I recognize the report.
Tekiwandiiko ekyo akitegedde.
You recognize it as what?
It is a CCTV analysis report on alleged case of murder, Vide Ggaba Police Station, CRB 026, stroke 2026, my Lord. My Lord, this report was authored by me.
Okay. Vide Ggaba CRB
026, stroke 2026, my Lord.
Eriko ey'omusango ogwaddizibwa Ggaba nga kuliko enamba eya poliisi eya 26 mu mwaka ogwa 2026 ku musango ogw'okutta.
Is it dated?
Yes, my Lord, this report is dated the 7th day of April, year 2026. It is dated 7th April, year 2026, and it's addressed to the Commander CID KMP.
You say you signed it. Where did you sign it?
My Lord, this report bears my signature in each and every page.
How about the signatures of your line supervisors that you have mentioned?
The signatures of all my line supervisors are also in each and every page. And specifically in page 11, it bears their signatures and their names, my Lord.
Agambye alipoota eyo yagikola lunaku z'omwezi nga 7 omwezi gw'okuna omwaka guno ogwa 2026 ngeri yali ewandiikibwa mukama waabwe owa KMP, n'agamba nti nno ku buli peegi mu alipoota eyo yateekako omukono gwe era ne bakama be bonna bateekako emikono gyabwe, naye n'ayongera n'agamba nti ku peegi ey'e11 kuliko emikono gya bakama waabwe n'amannya gaabwe.
Yes, Mr. Mwaganya.
Does it, in summary, what does it comprise of?
Mr. Mwaganya, before we put content
Yes.
on record, we need to first admit it.
Yes, my lord.
Before we put content.
I'm not for the content, but my lord, we could admit it then.
My lord,
I pray
Maybe
to-
another inquiry is, did you make that report directly from the server, or did you extract it and put it on a device?
My lord, that was my intention of where I was asking.
Okay.
To know the annexures.
Have you understood my question?
yes, my lord. My lord, the report comprises of still images, which are extracted from the CCTV footages.
Yes.
In the report, it also has a request letter attached.
Request letter from or by?
A request letter by SCP Taremwa Moses, who is the commander CID KMP.
SCP who?
Taremwa Moses.
And you say who is Talema Moses?
Is the commander CID KMP.
Yes.
My lord, the report also has consent letters attached. We have consent from Renewal Circle. We have consent here attached from Wentz Medical Center. And the consent form from Shell Ginger Road.
What else?
My lord, still with the report, I have a flash disk, a storage device having the CCTV footages, and it is labeled CCTV footages by the Ggaba police station, CRB 026, stroke 2026, my lord.
It is labeled
CCTV footages via the Ggaba police station, CRB 026, stroke 2026, my lord.
Okay, let's have it in.
agambye mu alipooti eyo mulimu ebifaananyi
Pray to have it
bye
in
basobola okuba nga bajja
an exhibit.
mu butambi bwekebejja, n'agambye mulimu n'ebbaluwa eyali esaba okuva ewa mukama we Taremwa Moses, n'agamba mulimu n'endagaano ez'abo be bajjako obutambi obwo, nga kuliko aba Sako ya Renewal, nga kuliko n'eddwaliro lya Wets, ne kubeerako ne ku Ginger Road Shell. Nayongera n'agamba nti nera alina ne ka disk ka flash kwe basobola okubeera nga bateeka obutambi obwo nga basinziira ku musango ogw'Eggaba ogwa CRB 26 omwaka gwa 2026.
Yes, who is responding?
My lord, we have no objection.
Okay, the CCTV analysis report, which is dated the 7th of April 2026 and authored by the witness, AIP Odong Emmanuel, is admitted and it is marked PEX 9A, while the flash disk of CCTV footages is marked PEX 9B.
Baloya bamusibe tebakwanyiza lipooti eyo kuweebwayo mu kooti ng'ekizibiti era kooti neeyongera n'egamba nti alipoota eyo egikiriza yali yakolebwa ng'ennaku z'omwezi 7 omwezi gw'okuna omwaka guno era n'egimaakinganga ekizibiti eky'omwenda E neeyongera n'egamba nti ne flash disk egimakinze ng'ekizibiti eky'omwenda B eby'oludda oluwaabi.
Okay. My Lord, I'm going to request that court follows through the original. The witness could follow through the soft copy, yes, to enable court to follow through the details. Ms. Odong, I'm going to request you to use your soft copy to run through the report.
No, he's going to use the one we have admitted as evidence.
It is exactly the same, my Lord. I thought maybe court may need it. No, the flash later, my Lord. The flash later, but the report.
Okay, let him take us through.
Okay. Let's begin with your report, Mr. Dong. What does page 1 contain?
Well, my Lord, in page 1 of my report, I have the background.
Background of what?
The background of what was indicated in the request letter in regards to this case, my Lord.
Okay. We shall be more interested on page 2. Upon you being requested as per the request letter, what did you do?
My Lord, as the action officer, the action I took upon receipt of the request letter
Yes.
was visiting of the scene in company of the investigating officers from Kabalagala Police Station, visiting of the scene in company of the investigating officers from Kabalagala Police Station to identify the presence of any private CCTV cameras around the scene of incident, my Lord.
Repeat that, please.
Visiting of the scene in company of the investigating officers from Kabalagala Police Station to identify the presence of any private CCTV cameras around the scene of incident, my Lord.
Yes.
My Lord, I also conducted a mapping exercise. I conducted a mapping exercise to determine the availability of CCTV cameras. Mapping exercise to determine the availability of CCTV cameras along the suspected routes used by the suspect to access the scene, my Lord.
Interpretation, please.
Agambye ku page esooka mu alipoota ye yali annyonnyolako ebyo ng'asinziira ku bbaluwa eyali yamusaba okubeera nga yeekebejja obutambi obwo. Then ku page ey'okubiri yali annyonnyola we yagenda ku siini ebikolwa bwe byakolebwa ng'era ku siini eyo yali yagendayo ne abasirikale abaali bakola kunoonyereza abaali bava ku poliisi ye Kabalagala okubeera nga bategeera kamera ezaali mu kitundu ekyo ebikolwa ebyo byali byakolebwa. Era n'agamba nti no yali yeekebejja alabe kamera ezaali mu bitundu ebyo ne ebyali byakozesebwa suspect eyazza emisango egyo.
So after your scene surveillance and mapping exercise, what followed?
My Lord, I accessed the police intelligence video surveillance system. I accessed the police intelligent video surveillance system. To assess the availability and coverage of police CCTV cameras. Within and around the scene. And to track the suspect's movements, my Lord.
Interpret.
Agambye era ekyaddirira yasobola okubeera nga yeekebejja zi kamera ezo ezaali eza poliisi okubeera ng'azuula ebifaananyi kiki ebyo bye zaali zikutte mu kitundu ekyo wali wazzibwa emisango ekyo n'ebitundu ebyali byetoolodde awamu n'okubeera nga batrackinga ne suspect oyo we yali ayita buli wamu.
Okay. So what did you discover in respect of the private and police surveillance camera coverage at the scene?
My Lord, with the private cameras at Renewal Circle,
Where was Renewal Circle?
My Lord, Renewal Circle is located right behind the scene of incident, my Lord.
Yes.
My Lord, when I gained consent to the system at Renewal Circle, I retrieved CCTV footages. Which I later analyzed. Upon analysis, I found out that the suspect drove motor vehicle RAV4, which has the number plate indicated in the report.
Where is the number plate indicated in the report for the court's record?
My Lord, in my actions taken, 2.4, line 2.4.
Just refer us to the page and paragraph number. Paragraph 2 point.
Paragraph 2.4 in page 3, my Lord. It has the registration number, which was established.
Let's take down the registration number. First.
agambye ye ku ebyo bye yazuula mu kamera ezaali ez'obwannannyini ne ku ezo eza poliisi, naye nga mu kusooka ku kamera ez'obwannannyini ng'asoose ku kamera eya Sacco Renewal esangibwa emabega w'ekifo ekyo ewaddizibwa emisango egyo,
So
nti
you
era
say-
ng'amaze okuba
sorry.
ng'afuna ebbaluwa ey'endagaano kwabo aba Renewal Sacco, yasobola okuba ng'afuna obutambi obwo, oluvannyuma n'amala n'abwekebejja n'azuula nti mu butambi obwo suspect oyo yali yakozesa emmotoka ng'akozesa emmotoka ey'ekika kya RAV4 eya number plate esangibwa mu alipoota ye ku page ey'okusatu.
So you say you analyzed the Renewal Sacco camera and found that the suspect drove that motor vehicle? Yes?
My Lord, I established that motor vehicle's registration number plate
Yes.
through the police CCTV cameras.
No. Well, can you just complete? What had you completed? You analyzed and found that the suspect drove motor vehicle RAV4 with that registration number?
Yes,
When?
that was in the day prior to the incident day. And I was able to identify the features in that motor vehicle, my Lord.
You identified the features of the motor vehicle?
Yes, my Lord. After identity of the features through the Renewal camera footages, I now went ahead and conducted analysis on the police CCTV cameras. Analysis on the police CCTV cameras.
For what purpose? First?
The analysis was to enable me establish the registration number of that vehicle. And to have its movements tracked, my Lord.
Agambye nti suspect yasooka n'avuga emmotoka eyo emabegako nga mu kifo ekyo, era n'agamba nti no yasobola okubeera nga akozesa kamera za Renewal Sacco okubeera nga yeekebejja emmotoka eyo suspect gye yakozesa mu kifo ekyo, era n'agamba nti yayongera n'akozesa ne kamera eza poliisi okubeera nga zimuyambako okumanya number plate y'emmotoka eyo n'ebifo byennyini emmotoka eyo bye yali etambuliramu.
Wouldn't you have established this through the Renewal camera?
The registration number plate could not be established at the Renewal camera footages. So I went ahead to use our police cameras along Ggaba Road, that is Ggaba Trading Center. Cameras along Bunga.
Go slow, please. The number plate could not be established at Renewal CCTV camera. Why?
Why?
It was because of clarity issues. Clarity, they were not so clear to show the number plate. And their resolution effect is too low, my Lord.
So what features did you manage to recognize using that Renewal camera that aided your further investigations?
My Lord, I was able to see features like the spare tire, which was behind, and the color of that specific motor vehicle, my Lord.
The color and what else?
The spare tire, which is behind,
Okay. So you say after getting those features, you went to the police cameras.
Yes, my lord.
Tell the court what you discovered with the aid of the police cameras.
My lord, with the aid of the police cameras, I was able
Okay,
to...
okay, let's, there's something I missed earlier on.
Yes, my
It's
lord.
about the places. There was Kabalagala, there was,
Oh, okay.
The places were Ggaba Trading Center, Bonga,
Ggaba, Bonga,
Kawalagala,
yes.
Lugogo, and Nakawa, my lord.
agambye nti ku kamera za renewal sako yasobola okubeera nga ategeera kala ya emmotoka eyo suspect gye yakozesa n'okuba nga ategeera nti emmotoka eyo yayinako omupiira gwa spare emabega n'ayongera n'agamba nti yakozesa kamera ezaabwe eza poliisi okubeera nga ategeera emmotoka eyo mu bitundu ku kkubo ly'Eggaba road n'Eggaba trading center ne Bunga ekabalagala erugogo ne mu bitundu by'e Nakawa.
Yes.
you can proceed.
So with the use of the police cameras, what did you?
I was able to establish
out.
the registration number plate of that vehicle, my lord.
And upon establishing the registration number plate, what did you do?
It aided me in the tracking of the movements of that motor vehicle, my lord.
Okay.
That was in the day prior to the incident day. Tracked the movements of that motor vehicle in the day prior to the incident day, my lord.
Okay.
And by the way, officer, if you feel like sitting down, please, we can offer you a seat.
Thank you, my lord.
Would you like to sit?
It's okay, my lord. I can stand, my lord.
Okay.
Agambe yali ng'akozesa kamera ezaabwe eza poliisi yasobola okubeera nga ategeera oba ng'azulako enamba plate y'emmotoka eyo yali yakozesebwa n'abeera nga emuyamba okubeera nga atrackinga amakubo emmotoka eyo ge yali eyitamu olunaku ng'ekikolwa ekyo tekinnaba kubeera nga kikolebwa.
Okay. Now take court through what you established or observed.
My lord, upon tracking that motor vehicle movements, the police ANPR camera captured it on the 1st of April.
Okay, repeat that. ANPR.
Yes, my lord.
Okay.
The police ANPR camera captured that motor vehicle on the 1st of April, year 2026, at 10:17 minutes and 15 seconds. Being driven from Chanja towards Kisasi, my lord.
In what paragraph is that observation made in your report?
My lord, that paragraph is under my observations in paragraph 4.1 in page 4.
Interpretation?
Agambye nti ye bye yazuula nga trackinga emmotoka eyo amakubo ge yali ekozesa ng'akozesa kamera ezaabwe eziba zisobola okubeera nga zifuna namba plate y'emmotoka eyo nti ku lunaku lw'omwezi nga lumu omwezi gw'okuna omwaka guno ku ssaawa 4:17 akwiseko n'obutikitiki 15 yasobola okukwata emmotoka eyo nga yali evuga okuva mu bitundu by'ekyanja ng'egenda mu bitundu by'ekisaasi ng'era ebyo byonna bye yazuula yabikola mu alipoota ye nga bisangibwa ku peegi ey'okuna.
What else?
My Lord, I also observed that at 10:45:09 and 10:47:40 hours, the police camera
At
10:45:09 and 10:47:40, that is in my paragraph 4.2,
yes.
the police cameras named Nakawa Metal Fabrication, and Lugogo Rugby captured the same motor vehicle being driven by the suspect towards Kampala city center, my Lord. And my Lord, that is seen
Okay.
Let's
Being
go.
driven.
Let's go
being
slow.
driven by the suspect towards Kampala city center, my Lord. My Lord, that is seen in images 2 and 3 in my report.
Yes.
My Lord, also observed that at 10:48:27 hours, police camera named Ginger Road New Vision Junction, police camera named Ginger Road New Vision Junction, recorded the same motor vehicle registration number indicated there, proceeding towards Kampala city center, my Lord.
Okay. Let's allow interpretation.
Agambye ku ssaawa 4:45 awamu ne ku ssaawa 4:47 kamera zaabwe zasobola okuba nga zikwata emmotoka eyo ng'evugibwa suspect ng'ali mu bitundu by'e Nakawa Metal Fabrication ne Lugogo ku Rugby ng'evugibwa suspect oyo nga we yali avuga adda mu bitundu by'e Kampala mu kibuga n'agamba nti era ebyo bisangibwa mu alipoota ye mu bifaananyi ekyokubiri n'ekyokusatu. Nayongera n'agamba ku ssaawa 4:48 kamera zaabwe era zasobola okukwata emmotoka eyo ng'eri ku junction awo nga ku luguudo lw'e Ginger Road nga ku New Vision ng'emmotoka eyo yali edda mu Kampala.
Okay. Did you capture that image?
Yes, my Lord, that is in image 4, my Lord.
What else?
My Lord, I also observed that at 11:20, 10:00 hours, the police camera named Ginger Road Electoral Commission captured the same motor vehicle, still driven by the suspect, heading further towards Chibuli, my Lord. Heading further towards Chibuli, my Lord. And I captured that. It's indicated on image 5, my Lord.
Okay.
Nti ku ssaawa 5:02 emmotoka eyo y'emu yali evugibwa suspect ku luguudo lwa Ginger Road ng'etuuse mu bitundu bya Electoral Commission ng'ali evugibwa ng'edda mu bitundu by'ekibuli ng'era mu alipoota ye kisangibwa mu kifaananyi ekyokutaano.
Proceed.
My Lord, at 11:28:22 hours and 11:28:31 hours, the police camera named Daily Monitor Junction, the police camera named Daily Monitor Junction captured the same motor vehicle being driven still towards Chibuli, my Lord.
nti ku ssaawa 5:28 nti kamera zaabwe era zasobola okubeera nga zikwata emmotoka eyo ng'era yali evugibwa ng'etuuse mu ssaawa ezo yali etuuse ku Daily Monitor mu junction ng'era yali evuga ng'edda mu bitundu by'ekibuli.
My Lord, that is captured in my images 6 and 7, my Lord.
Ng'era kisangibwa mu bifaananyi bye byakola mu alipoota mu kifaananyi eky'omukaaga n'ekyomusanvu.
Yes.
My Lord, at 11:31, 0300 hours,
11:31:3.
the police camera named Total Chibuli captured the same motor vehicle, registration number indicated there, proceeding towards Kabalagala, my Lord. Proceeding towards Kabalagala. And that is seen in image 8, my Lord.
Nti ku ssaawa 5:31 kamera zaabwe zasobola okubeera ng'era zikwata emmotoka eyo nga yali evugibwa ng'egenda mu bitundu by'e Kabalagala nga yali etuuse awo ku ekibuli ku Toto.
Yes.
My Lord, at 11:32:56 and 11:33:03, the police camera named Kisugu Kabalagala Junction, police camera named Kisugu Kabalagala Junction, recorded the motor vehicle, its registration number indicated there, moving from the direction of Chibuli towards Kabalagala, my Lord. My Lord, that is seen in my images 9 and 10, my Lord.
Agambye ku ssaawa 5:32 paka ku ssaawa nga 5:33 emmotoka emu yali etuuse ku junction y'Ekisugu awo e Kabalagala ng'era emmotoka eyo yali evugibwa ng'eva mu bitundu by'ekibuli ng'edda mu bitundu by'e Kabalagala ng'era ebyo biri mu alipoota ye mu kifaananyi eky'omwenda n'ekya 10.
Proceed.
My Lord, between 11:37:05 and 11:50:05, police cameras named Kansanga Market, that is Rubies, Heritage Junction, Kansanga, cameras named Kansanga Market, Rubies, Heritage Junction, Kansanga, and Kabalagala Chitalanga Junction, and Kabalagala Chitalanga Junction, captured motor vehicle, the RAV4 with its registration number plate, proceeding towards Bunga, my Lord. That is seen in images 11, 12, and 13, my Lord.
Wakati w'essaawa 5:37 paka ku ssaawa nga 5:05 emmotoka eyo era yakwatibwa kamera zaabwe ng'eyali ng'eri mu katale e Kansanga awo ng'era ku Rubies ne ku junction ya Heritage e Kansanga emmotoka eyo yayevugibwa ng'eva mu bitundu by'e Kabalagala ng'edda ne ku junction ya Kabalagala Kitalanga ng'emmotoka eyo yali evugibwa ng'edda mu bitundu by'e Bunga ng'era bisangibwa mu alipoota ye ku page eya 11, 12 ne 13.
I want to propose something, Mr.
Yes.
Mwaganya,
Yes, my Lord.
because I think this is a very long report.
That's true, my Lord.
Can we summarize the findings, the observations? Tell us, we all have the reports, the prosecution and the defense, we all have the reports. So I propose that you tell us, in summary,
Okay, my
how
Lord.
this vehicle moved.
Okay.
Summarize.
when
You may not
yes.
need to mention the name of the police camera,
Yes.
but just tell us it is seen here, seen there, and the time.
Okay, my Lord. Thank you so much for that,
You've
guy.
understood?
Yes, my Lord.
Yes. So just rush through. We have now seen this motor vehicle moving from Chanja. You've already told the court how it passed through
Nakawa.
Nakawa, New Vision, Daily Monitor, Kabalagala. Now you went through Bunga. Where else did this motor vehicle go, and where did it end?
My lord, from
In
Bunga,
summary.
the motor vehicle is driven towards Ggaba Trading Center.
Yes.
And from Ggaba Trading Center,
You can tell us the time. Time is important. Our trading center at what time?
it was at 12:27 hours, my lord.
That's in your paragraph.
Paragraph 4.9.
Mr. Dong, are you with us?
Yes, my lord. That is in my paragraph. 4.9 is Bunga, my lord. That is Has Bunga, then Bunga Market. It proceeds to Ggaba at 4.10. That is at 11:58, my lord. 11:58, it's seen at Ggaba.
So from Ggaba Trading Center, where did it go?
From Ggaba Trading Center now, it proceeds to the Renewal Circle parking yard at Renewal Circle.
Parking yard at Renewal Circle.
Yes, my lord.
That is in, at what time?
That is at
In what paragraph?
just a moment.
If you need a printed report, we can return it if you have hardships using your computer.
Private cameras at Renewal Circle was at 12:04.
Under what paragraph? Do you-
That is under paragraph 4.11,
Okay.
4.11.
So what did you observe when the car parks at Renewal Circle?
My lord, at Renewal Circle, I observed the driver parking, who in this case is our suspect in the report. After parking, he disembarked off that motor vehicle, my lord. After disembarking, he locked the motor vehicle. But before he could walk to the scene, he first confirmed whether the motor vehicle locked properly.
How did he do this? What did you observe him do?
He was pulling the door handle at the co-driver's side, my lord. I mean, at the driver's side, my lord.
After he,
Interpretation, please.
agambye nti emmotoka eyo yakwatibwa mu bitundu ng'evugibwa ng'eva mu bitundu by'e Bunga nekwatibwa mu trading center e Ggaba ng'era yali etuuse mu trading center eyo ku ssaawa 5:58 ng'era we yava n'egenda mu parking eya Renewal Circle ng'era yatuukawo ku ssaawa 6:04 nga yakwatibwa kamera ezo ez'obwannannyini eza ssaka eyo nti ye bye yazuula ku kamera eyo yalaba nga drive oyo apaakinga mu parking eyo n'abeera ng'ajjako emmotoka eyo n'agyerokingira ye mwennyini naye nga suspect eyo tannaba kubanga avaawo yasooka n'akakasa nti ddala emmotoka eyo oba agirokinze bulungi ku luggi lwa driver.
So after him confirming the car is locked,
My Lord, the suspect there now walked towards Ggaba, Early Childhood Development Center. He walked towards Ggaba, Early Childhood Development Program Center, my Lord.
did you observe anything else after that? After him walking towards the center?
My Lord, I also observed that at the same parking there were other motor vehicles.
Okay, in respect of the suspect. Okay, fine. First finish that. There are other motor vehicles, yes?
And he specifically looked for a location where he parked right behind another motor vehicle, my Lord.
So what followed after him parking and walking
Okay,
towards?
Mr. Where is that in your report?
My Lord,
First of the issue of him trying to ensure that the car is locked, and then also trying to find an appropriate parking. Where is it?
my
The
Lord,
report?
under paragraph 4.1,
4.1.
yes, it
We are going back to 4.1.
summarizes 4.11, 11, eh?
4.11.
Yes, my Lord. It summarizes all the activity observations from the private camera
Okay.
at Renewal Circle, how he parked and walked to the scene and later returned and drove away shortly. And all those actions are clearly seen in
On
the
that
CCTV
image.
footage, my Lord.
Okay, the issue of checking the car to ensure that it's locked.
They are all seen clearly in
it
the
is
footage,
in
my
the
Lord.
image.
We shall view
Yes.
that in the image.
Yes, my Lord.
Okay,
Okay.
later.
Yes.
Okay,
please.
let's summarize 4.11. When he walks to the center, what followed?
My Lord, he returned in the period of about 12 minutes.
Yes.
Where he again checked the motor vehicle. Specifically at the side of the front tire at the co-driver's side, my Lord.
Okay.
Specifically,
The front tire at the co-driver's side, my Lord.
Tiyalaba
And what
suspect.
followed?
After that, he opened the car, entered and drove away.
Yalaba suspect oyo ng'ava ku mmotoka eyo ng'atambula nga adda ku kasomero ka Ggaba Early Childhood Development Center ng'era yalaba ne mu kamera eyo yasobola okulaba suspect oyo we yapaakinga emmotoka waliwo n'emmotoka endala ezaali zipaakingiddwawo ng'era suspect oyo yali yapaakinga emmotoka eyo n'agipaakinga emabega wa mmotoka endala ng'era suspect oyo yaddayo ku mmotoka nga bamaze okuyitawo eddakiika nga 12 naye n'asooka n'akebera ku mmotoka ye ku mupiira ogw'emmaaso ogwa passenger ow'emmaaso n'amala n'avuga n'agenda.
Okay, again in summary, just brief course, when he drove away, where did he go and using what route in summary?
My Lord, when he drove away, he used the minor road. Where he connected still to the Ggaba road in his exit. Connected to the Ggaba road in his exit.
And where did he go?
My Lord, he drove towards Bunga Market.
To where?
When he reached Bunga, my Lord, he made a stopover and entered in the area which was a dark spot out of camera coverage. For a period of about 1 hour and 40 minutes, my lord.
Okay, for, yes, for how
Okay.
long?
When he branched off, it was to about 1 hour and 4 minutes, my lord.
So when did you, I want you to brief cost, when did you last see him and when did you see him again? Which camera last saw him before the
My lord, a camera
branching
named
off?
Ggaba Shell last saw him at 12:31. Last saw him at 12:31,
You know,
32.
Where do you reflect that in your report?
My lord, that is seen in paragraph 4.15 and it is clearly seen in image 30, my lord.
So Ggaba Shell last saw him
At 12:31, 32. And the next camera that sees him is called Hash Petrol Station Bonga at 14:19, 4400 hours, my lord. At 14:19, 4400 hours, my lord.
14/19/44.
Yes, my lord.
Okay. So, Mr. Dongo, what is the location of these two cameras? My lord, I'm referring to Ggaba Shell and Hash Petrol Station. What is the location of these two cameras?
My lord,
Where?
the camera at Ggaba Shell and Hash Petrol Station are within a distance of about 500 meters, my lord.
The camera
At Shell Ggaba, police camera named Shell Ggaba, and the police camera named Hash Petrol Station Bonga are in a distance of about 500 meters, my lord.
agambye nti suspect yavuga nga ava mu kifo ekyo ng'akozesa akakubo kappanya n'atuuka paka ku luguudo lw'Eggaba nga yali avuga ng'adda mu bitundu by'Eggaba mu katale era n'abaako yayimirira Eggaba kamera zaabwe we zaali nga tezisobola kumulaba n'amalayo essaawa ng'emu n'eddakiika ng'ana n'ayongera n'agamba nti kamera zaabwe zaakoma okuba nga zimulaba wakati wa ku Shero esangibwa Eggaba ne ku mafuta ga Hashi agasangibwa Ebbunga naye nga ku mafuta ga Shero gamukwata ku ssaawa 6 n'eddakiika 31 ne 32, then amafuta ga Hashi ag'Ebbunga wakati wa ssaawa 8 n'eddakiika 19, ng'era obuwanvu okuva ku Shero ey'Eggaba ne ku Hashi ey'Ebbunga waliwo obuwanvu bwa mita nga 5.
So you say he entered a dark spot where there was no camera. What informs your opinion that he had a stopover around that place?
My lord, based on the timestamps, there was delay. A distance of 500 meters cannot be driven in a period of 1 hour and 40 minutes, my lord.
Okay. So when you next see him at the camera of Hash Petrol Station Bunga, where did he go? Again in summary.
My lord, from the camera of Hash Petrol Station, the vehicle proceeds towards Kansanga.
Yes.
From Kansanga, my lord, the vehicle continues to Kabalagala.
Yes.
From Kabalagala, it continues to Arena Mall, traffic lights.
Yes.
From Arena Mall, the vehicle proceeds towards Electoral Commission traffic lights along Ginger Road.
Yes.
From there, it continued up to Shell Ginger Road.
Okay.
Ayongedde n'agamba nti emitaazi ebitaano omuntu asobola kubeera ng'abivugira essaawa ng'emu n'eddakiika ngaana, nayongera n'agamba nti kamera yaabwe yali esinzidde ku mafuta ga hashi ebbunga, balaba suspecti ng'avuga ng'agenda bitundu by'e Kansanga n'agenda e Kabalagala ne bimukwata ng'atuuse era ne ku Arena Mall ku bitaala ne yeeyongerayo ku Electoral Commission etusangibwa ku luguudo lwa Ginger Road paka era ebyamukwata paka ku shere eya Ginger Road.
So what happened at Shell Ginger Road?
My lord, the vehicle arrived at Shell Ginger Road at 14:45, 4900 hours.
14:45, 49
Hundred.
hours.
Where
Yes.
the suspect was driving it parked.
Yes.
After parking, he interacted with the staff at Shell.
How did you, using what camera were you in position to observe his activities at Shell Ginger Road?
My lord, I used the private cameras at Shell Ginger Road. That is the camera named Shell Ginger Road Forecourt 1 and the IPC. Shell Ginger Road Forecourt 1 and IPC camera.
So what did you observe from your report?
My lord, the suspect disembarked, interacted with the staff, and was assisted in pushing the motor vehicle, registration number attached, into the parking area.
Anything else?
My lord, that is where the activities of first.
Did you
and-
observe anything else?
My lord, I also observed the suspect making phone calls around Shell Ginger Road, my lord. My lord, that is seen in my images between image 43 to image 49, my lord.
Okay.
Agambye nti yabayo nga ne balaba suspect eyo ng'ali ku shere eya Ginger Road ku ssaawa zaali nga 8:45 ku 49 ng'era bwe yali akozesa kamera ez'obwannannyini eza shere eyo ne balaba suspect eyo we yapaakinga emmotoka era nga alina ne staff wa shere eyo gwe yali ayogerako naye era ne bamuyambako okubeera nga basindika emmotoka y'okubeera ng'etuuka mu parking ng'era ebyo byonna byayogedde biri mu alipoota ye mu kifaananyi ekya 43 okutuuka paka nga ku 49.
So that was the 1st of April. Did
Yes,
you
my lord.
observe anything the next day, the 2nd of April?
Yes, my lord.
Under what paragraph?
My lord, under paragraph 4.22 in page 7 of my report,
What happened on the 2nd of April?
on the 2nd at 10:16, 1300 hours, the police cameras named Ggaba Junction, fixed camera 1 and 2,
Police camera named
Ggaba Junction, fixed camera 1 and 2, captured the suspect, carrying a backpack being transported on a motorcycle with an unidentified registration number plate as they head towards the scene, my lord.
Okay.
That is seen in images 50 and 51, my lord.
Nti ku lunaku olwaddiro olw'ennaku z'omwezi nga 2 ogwokuna omwaka guno mu alipoota y'ebisangibwa mu peegi ey'omusanvu ku ssaawa nga 4:16 ti suspect yalabibwa ng'ali ku junction y'Eggaba Kawuku yakwatibwa kamera yaabwe eya nnamba emu n'eyokubiri ebalaba suspect oyo ng'alina ensawo gye yali aweese ng'ali ku pikipiki ng'era gye bataasobola kubanga bategeera ennamba plate yaayo nga yali avuga ng'adda mu bitundu we yaddiza omusango ng'era bisangibwa ku kifaananyi kye ekya 5 n'51.
Mr. Odongo, two things. First, in your paragraph 4.22, what date did you quote? What date is in your report?
Paragraph 4.22 indicates 2nd of April 2025, my lord. I mean 2026. My lord, there was a typing error I would like to bring to your attention. Instead of the year 2026, the error came and it is typed 2025, my lord.
Is that the only error you want to correct?
Yes, my lord.
Okay. Then this court would like to know, on this second, how did you identify the suspect on this particular motorcycle? How did you manage to detect him? Because you said a motorcycle has no registration number. How did you know that the person being carried on that particular motorcycle was the suspect?
My lord, after the arrest of the suspect at the scene,
I want you to go slow.
upon arrest of the suspect from the scene, my lord,
Yes.
he was taken to a police station, that is Kabalagala police station.
Yes.
Where I saw his dress code.
Yes.
And identified him as the same suspect who was arrested from the scene, my lord.
Yes.
Upon identifying that, I went and queried the police cameras along Ggaba Bypass Road. That is the Kauku Junction camera.
Yes.
And I was able to identify the same suspect on those cameras
Using what?
based on the dress code. The back bag and the eyeglasses.
Okay. Yes. So you saw that motorcycle carrying the suspect towards the scene.
Yes, my lord.
Anything else?
Upon seeing the suspect heading to the scene on that motorcycle, I went ahead and analyzed the footages of Wentz Medical Center.
Yes. Why Wednesday Medical Center?
Wens Medical Center is where the victims were rushed to after the attack, my lord.
Okay. What did you observe?
My lord, I observed that at 11:20, 2300 hours, the private cameras at Wens Medical Center recorded unidentified individuals unidentified individuals were bringing the victims for medical attention, my lord. My lord, I would also love to notify you that from the time I see the suspect at the cameras of bypass and the time I see,
Bypass, when you say bypass.
that
you are
is
confusing
Ggaba
us.
bypass road, the camera named Kauko at 10:16.
That
Yes.
is when he was on a border.
Yes, my lord.
motorcycle?
Yes, my lord.
So when you see the suspect at Ggaba Kauku camera, at what time?
At 10:16,
Yes.
I again see now the victims being brought at 11:20, which gives a time frame of 1 hour and 4 minutes.
What time did you see the victims being brought?
I see the victims at 11:20, my lord.
What period is this?
It's a time frame of 1 hour and 4 minutes.
1 hour, 4 minutes.
Yes, my lord.
Sure,
Yes.
it is
My lord,
10,
10:16.
10:16, not 60.
10:16 and
Okay.
11:20, my lord.
Okay, I had recorded 10:60. It's okay.
10:16.
yagambye nti yasaba kkooti okuba ng'atereezaamu mu nnaku ez'omwezi eziri mu alipoota ye nga yali yakola ensobi ng'ateekamu ennaku z'omwezi 2 omwezi gw'okuna omwaka gwa 2025 n'atereeza nti wabadde zirina kubeera mu nnaku z'omwezi 2 ogwokuna omwaka gwa 2026 n'agamba yasobola okubeera ng'ategeera suspect oyo mu butambi ng'asinziira ku ngeri gye yali ayambaddemu ng'era suspect oyo olw'ensonga nti yali yakwatibwa ku ssiini n'atwalibwa ku poliisi y'e Kabalagala mu ngeri y'emu gye yali ayambaddemu, era n'agamba nti ku bypass y'e Ggaba road ng'asinziira ku kamera y'ekawuku ku junction yasobola okulaba nga suspect oyo yali ayambadde mu ngeri y'emu, ngeri yali ayina ne galvindizi yali ayambadde, ng'era suspect oyo yali ku border ng'agenda weyakolera ebikolwa ebyo. N'agamba nti ng'asinziira ku kamera ez'obwannannyini ez'eddwaliro za Wets yasobola okubeera ng'alabako abaana abaali baasalibwa oba abaali baatemebwa nga baali batwalibwayo ku ddwaliro eyo okubeera nga bajjanjabwa. N'agamba nti zaali ssaawa 5:02 ne ssaawa 5:23. N'ayongera n'agamba nti kamera eza Wets zasobola okubeera nga zirikodinga ng'era ziraba abantu abo baali baleeta abaana abo okubeera nga bayambibwa. N'ayongera n'agamba nti kamera ey'akawuku ku junction yali yalaba suspect oyo ku ssaawa 4:16 ng'era yali ayambadde mu ngeri y'emu n'akompeyaringamu nti essaawa wakati we yali ng'ali ku junction eyo ey'ekawuku n'abaana bwe baali batwalibwa ku ddwaliro lya Wets lwali ssaawa ng'emu n'eddakiika nga 4.
Okay, so you say you identified him, the way he was dressed, the backpack, and sunglasses. I want you now to as we go to the next step to show your observations to court from the cameras, from the raw footages. Before we wind up.
Okay, do we, how long do you think it's going to take? I wanted us to have a health break.
How long are the images? The ones we are going to play.
The footage takes about 10 minutes, my lord.
Okay, we can see that.
Thank you.
We are going to use the screen, so I will request you to, or your team, to come and help. I want you to use the big screen for court.
Are we okay with the position of the screen?
It's up to you. You are the one who knows how these things work.
My lord, is the view okay? The position, is it okay?
It should be fine. It should be fine.
Thank you, my lord.
My lord, we request that we change the seating postures. We allow us to sit the other side to view this way.
Please, come over. You may as well find where to sit, the assessors.
My lord, we request for the flash as well, so that we use what was admitted in court. You will move out with your microphone and you explain these footages to court the way you have been.
He should also change.
Technical. The flash is
He's entitled.
no.
Just say that. We haven't given us the seats.
Make sure Mr. Okello is also able to watch.
My lord, I pray he comes this way.
Can you, Mr. Okello, can you watch what's happening there? The screen.
No.
We could adjust it.
Mr. Okello, can you now see the screen? There's nothing playing now. I want to be sure that you are able to see the screen.
Mr. Dongo, you will first explain to court the content of that flash. What does it contain in details and what are you going to play?
Well, my lord, the flash contains CCTV footages for the movements of the motor vehicle, CCTV footages on the movements of the motor vehicle from Chanja, through multiple locations, that is Nakawa, Lugogo, Electoral Commission, Chibuli, areas of Kabalagala, Kansanga,